2 beginnings of Let's Plays in one day? Preposterous. Right? Well, Kirby's Adventure was a game that my friend had. Then you dot the i's. 5, Kirby. Yeah, I had to start singing there. Kirby's Adventure. A game that a friend of mine had. And I always really wanted to play it whenever I went to his house. And he rarely let me. And this was in the same era that the exact same time period where I used to play Super Mario Brothers. So, I'm going to be Let's Playing both of these games pretty much at the same time. Convenient that they're probably of about a similar length, I'd say. So yeah, Kirby is just showing off his cool powers in this game that's graphically pretty nice for an NES game, if you ask me. And you start to realize that the amount of things that Kirby is allowed to do in the game, like even not really considering just all the copy abilities for a second, it's fantastic. You know? I've played too many Super Nintendo games that give you less. I mean, these are some pretty cool things. Look at that. Bam! And then of course you have the Warp Star, which is... And this is just the story of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go through all of these little things in the beginning before I actually start playing. Why? Maybe it's because I've been playing too much Super Mario Brothers. I just don't feel like playing just yet. Plus, it's kind of funny. And this is a pretty well-developed story for an NES game. Yes, I've been saying for an NES game way too many times, but if you think about it, at the time, this was a really, really amazing game. And that's why I'm going to start in Vegetable Valley. Failure. Success. All the levels start on a funny little note like that. Most of them are better looking. And the first power in the game, Beam Kirby. I don't really like it because it takes too long for it to get to be able to protect you in front of you. So therefore I'm switching it for Spark, which completely surrounds you. Ooh, even better though, Fire. It's got some range on it. And there are a couple of extra uses for it in some places. Like there are some places where you might be able to light a fuse, for example. But that's not for a while. You'll see. If you decide to join me on my Kirby's adventure, that is. That's right. You're all done. Maximum tomato, even though I don't need it this early on. Goalpost already? Let's see how my luck is. Oh, that's not that great. It really does seem like luck. Oh hey, it's the crane game, which is also luck. Oh man, that's right next to it. So what you do for this one is you actually, rather than, you'd think you'd move it by using the arrow buttons, you actually hold down A and you let go when you want the thing to stop and grab it. Probably won't get this one, but hey. The first one was... that's okay. The first one is worth 2 because it's a giant. So yeah, getting extra lives in this game is pretty easy. And you'd think that losing them would be pretty hard considering that Kirby has all of these skills. But nope, he's put up against a lot of crap. There are parts in the game that where I don't know if I'll hold up. It's not like Super Mario Brothers 3 where I'll tell you that I suck at it, because by this point I don't think I do. I'm just not as good at it as I could be, and this game is ridiculously hard sometimes. But not right now. For now, we're just in the beginning. Aw. These bosses all have these predictable patterns. They alternate between a predictable attack and throwing something at you. Okay, I have to say, the crash ability is pretty awesome in an anime freak sort of way. Ah. Yeah. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time, where you go up against something that has the same ability and you're just kind of slugging away at a level and you see something. Honestly, nothing is really well hidden in this game, but figuring out how to get there, or happening to have the ability that you know that you need because you know how to get there, aren't always very likely. I'm trying to get this sword Kirby, because it's pretty good early in the game. Oh, that sucks. But I think this might be pretty good for my first part.